Alright, so this is a '09 Honda IRS with the high lifter kit, and I'm putting these spring spacers in on suspension. Noticed there on my last ride that the suspension is actually starting to sag quite a bit, but I guess, you know, it was 7 years of abuse and well, extremely bad abuse. Probably due for new springs and struts. But, you know, so for what I did is I took this 1.5 inch connector and I had to cut this down on the back here. The spring was compressed too much, and I guess it was too wide, and it was hitting up against this bottom A-arm here, and I wasn't able to put the bolt in, so I had to cut about a 1/2 inch off of it, and we'll see how that does. And then I also left about a 1/4 inch on the bottom of the connector, so it fits inside the spring. Because I wasn't able to put it down on the bottom of the strut because there's these little ears that are welded to that little cylinder there, and it was just too much of a hassle. You'd have to bore out the little inside of the connector a little bit, and I just wasn't going to do that. You know. So I made this little jig here to put the strut inside. It seemed to work out pretty well. I put it sits inside here, and then I had a ratchet strap on both sides, and it did the job. Yeah, I think I'd almost prefer that than using spring compressors. Just, they could be a little sketchy sometimes. But all in all, like, I spent about $60 at the store. Oh, and the reason why it was so much too, because I made this my last one there. I don't know if you watched my last video there, but I almost swamped the bike, and so about a 5-foot length of this, connectors, and I also put a rubber connector down here too, so if I ever decide to change it out, it'd be a little easier down the road. And a 5-foot length of the 1 inch and the 4 couplings, and bought some hose clamps. They came to about $60 or just a little under, but you know, it's still pretty cheap. You can get a new snorkel out of the deal and stiffen your springs up a little bit. I'll let you guys know in the video description too if I have to cut down the front or not. I don't think we might. I think we may be able to get away with just putting the whole coupling in the front, because there's no A-arms or anything in the way. I would wash my bike here, but it's the 2nd week of April and it's winter still hasn't decided to go away yet. Everything just freezes. Yeah, you know, and if I make any changes back here too, I'll also put I'll take it out for a good ride when I'm done, and if they move around or not, I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know in the description, and also with the front as well. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to put these high lifter kits on. They come with instructions anyways, but oh no, we're making progress, and you know, and we can't afford freaking Austin Cruiser build bikes here, so this is what I have. And yeah, and if you're planning on running a snorkel on these things too, what I did is there's 290s here. It runs into the airbox and it runs over here. I put a rubber connector here where your where you put your oil in. It makes life a little easier there too. And then it goes up and it runs beside the frame, and then it goes on top of the frame on the front, and then drilled a little hole here, and then yeah, it's pretty much it's pretty easy, especially with this. This is the 09 Honda 420, the Trail Edition or whatever, or IRS or whatever you guys want to call it. But yeah, probably due for new springs anyways and struts, but you know, this is just a cheap solution. Alright, thanks for watching, and hopefully this helps you out. And yeah, you know, I had to, yeah, just, if you can notice there already, you know, it's still up against the A-arm, but it worked. Alright, see you later, guys.